Now, I'm well aware that all the police dick riders are going to love how this story turned out. A lot of you guys in the true crime community just jack off the prosecution all day long. They got it wrong this time, though. And many of the comments in my last video on this shows you that the majority of us believe this was self-defense. We got a verdict in the Apple River stabbing, and I know I'm a little late, but it is what it is. I've been reporting on World War III and all of this. I got 2 videos coming to you today, but video number 1 is the Apple River stabber was found guilty. I'm thejbgunner. This is Crime Time.
Bring it back.
What's going on, everybody? As you guys know, I'm thejbgunner, and this is Crime Time. Now, before we get started, let me say thank you to everybody that supports the channel. Hell, any of my channels, regardless of platform, regardless of method you choose, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo, PayPal. Guys, after 18 years on this platform, the reason I'm still here despite all the cancellations, all the taking down, is because of you, the Gun Squad. Love you guys so much, and if YouTube still find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. Support the channel. You can also check out some of my other content down there, my political channel, live stream channel, vacationing channel, wrestling channel, gaming channel. I got it all because I work constantly nonstop. Thank you, guys. Let's go ahead and jump right on into this because we just recently did the video on the Apple River stabbing. The Apple River stabbing, the man over my shoulder, his name is Nicolae Miu, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Not 100% sure on the pronunciation, but this is a man that was attacked by several teenagers in a river, and then he stabbed several teenagers in the river. Majority of us saw the video. I don't see how anybody can see anything other than self-defense in this video. The dude was clearly attacked in the water, pushed down several times in the water, smacked in the face, punched in the face in the water, and he eventually struck back, killed one individual, stabbed 5. Let's get to the story. Let's get to the story because the verdict is in. And Nicolae Miu was found guilty of first-degree reckless homicide of boy age 17 during tubing trip after a gang of teens accused him of being a pedophile. So these teens were running up on him, hitting him. Aha, he's out here looking for little girls, pedophile shit. And he defended himself. Nicolae Miu has been found guilty of the first-degree reckless homicide of a 17-year-old boy after he was surrounded by a gang of teens while tubing on a Wisconsin river. He was convicted Thursday morning over the September 2022 stabbing of Isaac Schumann on the Apple River in Wisconsin. He was also found guilty of lesser charges of stabbing and injuring 4 other teens, 3 boys and a girl. He sat in silence with his head bowed as the verdict read out after less than a day's deliberation. The trial lasted 8 days, as more than 36 witnesses took the stand. I cannot believe he was actually found guilty, but it happened. It happened. Here we go.
Nicolae Miu, guilty of first-degree reckless homicide, as submitted.
Nicolae Miu found guilty of homicide and reckless endangerment today. It was unclear
That's insane.
how long the jury would deliberate. Days,
This is fucking
maybe
insane.
weeks. Turns out it only took hours to reach that verdict coming down this morning.
And I can't believe it was so quick. I can't believe this verdict was so quick. They said it could have took days, weeks, and you would think it at least would have took days, right? Nope.
Our Rob Olson was there in the room as the verdict was read, and the reaction also came out. He joins us live outside the courtroom tonight. So, Rob, take us through the moments leading up to reading that decision.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the jury hadn't been out long yesterday afternoon, and just a couple of hours this morning when we got word that something was coming, and everybody gathered outside the courtroom and then in the courtroom for a pretty obviously emotional moment for the family and friends of Isaac Schumann and those others that were stabbed in this. Now, the jury did not rule on the higher charges on first and second degree intentional murder, first and second degree intentional attempted murder. The district attorney explaining that doesn't mean they found him not guilty of those. It just means that they couldn't agree and move down the list.
So basically, remember how in the last video, I told you that at the last minute, they added all them extra charges? They did that to ensure a conviction. Because as you see, the jury was deadlocked when it comes to murder. That's why they throw in them extra little charges, so basically they can get a conviction. This is why I have a problem with the state, and this is why I have a problem with public defenders, because make no mistake about it, he had a public defender too. Their goal is to get you convicted, period. And so they know it wasn't murder, which is what he was arrested for. But of course, they slid in them lower charges so they can get the conviction and send this man to prison.
To reckless homicide and reckless endangerment.
It's been 21 months we've been waiting for justice for Isaac Michael Schumann.
Shut the
And we
fuck
got
up.
today.
Donnie Hernandez voiced the raw emotions for a large
No, fuck you. You should have raised your son better than to have him out there acting like a complete fucking jackass. Sack of shit.
group of family and friends of
Justice.
17-year-old Isaac
Shut the
Schumann,
fuck
who
up.
was fatally stabbed in July of 2022.
So I just want to tell everybody I appreciate all your love and support.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
And
Overwhelmed still by the mix of grief from his loss and the satisfaction of what they had just witnessed.
Your 17-year-old boy was sitting out there on that river drinking and attacking old men. Shut your bitch ass up.
In court.
The jury finds Nicolae Miu guilty of first-degree reckless homicide as submitted.
54-year-old Nicolae Miu found guilty of reckless homicide
Horrible,
in the Apple
horrible
River
decision.
stabbings that
Horrible
killed Schumann,
decision.
and guilty of recklessly
Look at him.
endangering
Look at
others
him.
for the stabbing injuries of 4 more. Guilty of
Look at him. He was getting his ass whooped.
as well, meaning the jury believed he did throw the first punch that began the entire physical conflict.
But the video shows they threw the first punch. The video shows they threw the first punch.
Confrontation.
When we looked at all the evidence,
So let me get this straight. They had video of him running all the way over. They had all of this video. And somehow they don't have the video of him throwing the first punch. The video, the scene was recorded from start to finish. But we believe he threw the first punch. But the video shows that the other people threw the first punch.
it seemed clear to us that he was angry, that he wasn't afraid.
The St. Croix District Attorney believes the key evidence is Miu shown lying on body camera about even being involved, lying during the jail interview about having a knife, that if he was truly defending himself from an assault, he wouldn't have tried to hide it.
Bullshit.
So after
Bullshit.
he stabbed all these
When you're scared of going to prison, when you're scared, you'll do whatever it takes to get out of it, including lying.
people, he walked away. He ditched his knife, didn't tell his group anything, and then he...
So he got punished because he didn't react to it well after the fact. That's all he got punished for.
tried to get away.
The jury did not agree that he intended to kill, which were the higher charges, but they rejected self-defense. Miu's twin brother said
Rejected
the family had nothing to
self-defense.
share at this point.
Not at this time. Not at this time. Thank you, sir.
Surprised, respectfully disappointed.
Rejected self-defense. Yeah, no self-defense there from the guy that was getting beat up and pushed into the water.
Miu's defense attorneys, believing the self-defense case was solid,
Yeah.
said that Miu is truly sorry.
He continues to feel those feelings. He's sad, obviously disappointed in the result, and contemplating his future life.
Now, the
Fucking whore ass. Well, no, that's right. She left him for her so they can keep their assets. That makes sense. I retract that statement about his wife.
sentencing has yet to be set. There's a pre-sentence investigation that will now begin, so the sentencing would be within the next couple of months. The district attorney says by his math, if you add up all the penalties from all the guilty verdicts here, it's about 97 years.
97 years?
Of course, that's up to the judge's discretion about what he hands down. But again,
97
a
years.
significant penalty. Live in Hudson, Rob Olson.
Jesus Christ, they're trying to destroy this man. How Wisconsin HVAC engineer loved his dog and his guns. Good. Including one bought by his wife for Valentine's Day. But was a peaceful man before stabbing 5 teens in river frenzy, she claims. Yeah. They're trying to act like because you see what's happening? I see what's happening. He was described as a peaceful man. The engineer would frequently share right-wing memes, of course, and once gushed over his ex-wife buying him a gun for Valentine's Day. That's normal. It's called being an American. Details over his past service following the murder conviction this week, including his wife and son who fled to Romania following the divorce in 2009. So they admit that the dude was a good dude, but they had to throw in there that he likes right-wing memes and guns. Look what they're doing. Look. See how they're trying to paint him? This is why I hate the left. That's why I despise you leftist sacks of shit. And listen, for a while I never brought politics onto this channel, but you motherfuckers are the worst human beings on the planet. Americans like guns. Deal with it. It doesn't make them bad people. But I want you to understand this is what they're doing. You motherfuckers have the nerve to sit here and kill babies all day, and you get mad because he likes guns. Heart-shaped box, gun and ammunition from his wife. That is a beautiful gift. Who wants to see? So he shared to Obama. And here, look at this. So him showing these right-wing pro-gun memes somehow makes him a bad person. And you know that's exactly where they're going to go. So, of course, they destroyed his self-defense. How long will Nicolae Miu spend in prison? Good question.
Nicolae Miu is waking up in jail this morning facing 97 years in prison
for
killing a teen and stabbing 4 others on the Apple River 2 years ago.
As to count 1 of the information, Isaac Schumann, the jury finds Nicolae Miu guilty of first-degree reckless homicide.
In the last 24 hours, Miu was put in handcuffs and escorted out of the St. Croix County courtroom as a guilty man.
Michelle Beck is live outside the jail this morning with reaction. Michelle.
Yeah, Jason, Alicia, Nicolae Miu is waking up at the St. Croix County Jail here behind me, waiting to be sentenced. All this a sign of justice for the victim's family. Miu was found guilty on all counts in the stabbing of 5 people, of them killing teen Isaac Schumann on the Apple River 2 years ago. The trial centered around a confrontation on the water. After nearly 7 hours in deliberation, the jury ruled Miu struck the woman in front of him first, tossing out his claims that he acted in self-defense. The courtroom was emotional hearing the verdict, and so was his family speaking out.
It's been 21 months we've been waiting for justice for Isaac Michael Schumann.
Shut the fuck up.
And we got it today. So I just want to tell everybody I appreciate all your love and support.
Miu's sentencing will be scheduled later, though the prosecutor told us that he could be looking at prison time up to 97 years. But of course, we know the judge will make the official call. Jason.
That video didn't tell us shit. 97 years for defending yourself against an attack by drunk, rowdy teens. This country has turned to shit. You cannot defend yourself anymore. While they meanwhile let all these fucking criminals out with no bonds and all of this, this man defends himself, much like Daniel Penny. Remember him? We live in a fucked up country now, where if you defend your house, you defend your life, you defend your treasure, you defend your body, you simply just fight back against a group of people jumping you. You're considered a criminal. We live in Wonderland. The whole fucking world. It's the Twilight Zone. Everything's backwards. I'm thejbgunner. This is Crime Time. Let me know what you guys think. I guess I'm closing. Well, I'm not closing it because the sentencing is coming. Apple River story. He's been found guilty, unfortunately, facing 97 years. Let me know what you guys think. If you like what I do here and you find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. My next video will be an update on the 2 moms that went missing in Kansas. I'm out.